We've been talking for the last several times about engaging your child's cooperation, and there are different ways to do this. And this list that we've been going through of 5 things uh, aren't things that you have to go through every single time. One time, one of these things might be appropriate, and another time, another of them might be more helpful, and sometimes maybe a combination of them. But certainly, we're not suggesting that every single time you're trying to engage your child's cooperation, you go through each of these 5 things. But today, in summarizing what we've talked about the last several times, we'll remind ourselves what those 5 things were. Describing what you see or describing the problem would be one of the first things that we might try. There's a wet towel on the bed. The dog needs to be fed. There's clothing, dirty clothing on the floor. These are things that just simply disrupt. The light in the bathroom is on. And again, you might get some wisecracks at the beginning, like I did with my kids, but sooner or later they understood that if they would respond to something that I would say in a brief way, it would avoid any kind of further expressions of annoyance, irritation, or frustration. Secondly, give information. Why is this a problem? Why am I giving a description of what I see, a description of the problem? What's the point? Well, the towel is getting my bedspread wet. That's the why of me telling them that the towel is on the bed. The bathroom light is on is describing the problem, but giving information is leaving the lights on wastes electricity, and electricity costs money. So describing what you see might just simply be enough, but you might want to give more information if you're going to find that helpful. Number 3, we've said, say it with a word. Michael, the towel. Okay, that's 3 words, but the point is keep it as brief as you possibly can. Sometimes it might be, you've been telling your kids, get in their pajamas, it's pajama time. You just say, pajamas. That's all you have to say. Just one word or a very short phrase. The fewer words, the better opportunity that you will avoid a drawn out conflict. So say it with a short word or phrase. Describe what you feel, because actually how you feel is important. It's important to know how our kids are feeling and to help them know that we understand, but it's also important for them to know how we feel. So explaining to them how we feel or showing them how we feel doesn't mean erupting like a volcano or emotionally vomiting all over them, or blowing our stack in a way that's going to make them feel shamed or insignificant or inferior. Describing what you feel is simply that. I don't like sleeping in a wet bed. I don't like paying more for bills than I need to. I get upset when I feel like you don't listen to me. It's telling them how you feel. And that's not only okay, it's important for our children to learn to take into consideration other people's feelings, including their parents, because their parents are people too. And then number 5, we said last time, write a note. Sometimes the power of the written word has enormous influence that the spoken word that they hear from their parents all the time doesn't have. Many times to our parents, our lectures or our correction, sounds like blah, 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 or Charlie Brown's teacher, so writing it down, putting it in a little paper airplane and flying it into the room where they are, leaving a note on the television or the computer screen, or writing with soap, something on the mirror in the bathroom. Writing a note, being creative, but not being long and involved, just a short, simple little thing. And it could be a note that's from you, or it could be a note that's actually from the towel that's left on the bed, or it could be a note from the dog saying, please don't forget to feed me when you get home from school. Love, your favorite dog. But anyway, writing a note can have the power to motivate our kids' cooperation sometimes even more than our own words. So that's it. We've talked about how to help your kids deal with their feelings. We've talked about how to engage your child's cooperation. And next time we get together on Parenting Matters with McCracken, we'll be talking about something else relevant to parenting.